Good morning, you beautiful person. It is Tuesday. Our long weekend is over. The boys and I are quickly going to be digging. This is soon going to be a problem because we have very little time in the morning before the sun comes up and they have to be at school. So we have a light issue that we'll have to sort out. He is ready. Dana is running. He was here already this morning. He quickly just had to go home. He's coming. Let's go. So today we're in full force on Immo's house again. I think we're not gonna have time for anything else. There's so many things to still be done, and there's only 4 days left. And it seems like we're almost not making progress, although we've got people there every day doing stuff. So that is a story. Crazy on these projects how much time you spend shopping. I've spent the whole morning in Pupkewitz looking for different kinds of materials, and so we will need plates, either pieces of metal like this or that over there, and then some more steel from here to build a frame. We have to buy that quickly. Cool thing is I've been thinking about building a chicken tractor, or just like a movable coop that we can put over beds at Mikkel's garden, 10 meters by 1 meter wide. Build it with something like this, quite lightweight, and you move the whole coop at a time from bed to bed. That's just a thinking. Loading tires takes a bit of time, but I've got nice big ones that we can take and can use, all for free. The only thing is we need to take them away, so they'll either end up in a shop or useful somewhere, or they end up in a rubbish dump being burned. So our windrow, as Beshy says, it's a perfect windrow for the wedge worm system. It's the one that we moved. Beacon said we should cover it, so we're quickly going to cover it with materials. Obviously the worms will work if you cool the system down, but if it's warm then the worms will not work, so I can only do one at a time. So I think for now we're gonna go with the traditional compost system. Just cover it in plastic altogether, and see what effects that has. So the plastic helps to keep the temperature in and keep the temperature high, to cook all the pathogens out, to cook all the weed seeds out. That's how I understand it in any case. You might wanna correct me if you like. So yeah, for instance, this is one of the reasons why we put plastic. You see all of these ball biter ants, they lived underneath this, and I'm sure you'll find some termite activity. Go over here, termite activity that wasn't able to get into the compost because of the plastic. Now the compost are on the land itself. Hopefully the temperature will be high enough to chase the termites away. Let's see. Thank you, Lucky. Many people ask what we're going to be using the sunflowers for. If you look at this one, this is a major one. See, the pips are starting to fall out. So I'll chop this, give this to the pigs, and then if you look at the size of the stem on my hand, that's quite big. That will be fed to the pigs. I quickly want to see how the chickens do react when I do give them this. Yeah. See how I can carry everything and the phone. Okay, let me put it in with the chickens and see how they do that. But yes, definitely 100% of the sunflowers will be used for either chicken food or pig food. We will not be keeping any of the seeds back. 2 reasons. It's one of the cheaper seeds that you can buy. That's the first reason. The other reason is sometimes you find seeds that's empty, which you don't necessarily find when you buy seeds. So the seed little husk is there, but it seems like there's no flesh inside. So I'm scared that if I keep them, then I might have a problem with germination next year. Not all, I'm sure. I'm sure there will be many that will really enjoy it. Okay, now we have to take into account that This is a new thing for the chickens. Let me just open here. Okay, let's see how they handle that. So they'll start pecking first and then I'll get used to the idea. The problem is they've been fed already today, so not sure how fast they'll start pecking. Let's give it a minute or two. Seems interesting. I opened the smaller chickens. They live in a coop on top there during the night. And they started pecking at the sunflowers. I broke a little piece off. And now it seems like the bigger hens might become interested as well. But I think the small ones will have to show them how to, start pecking at it a bit more. The big ones are thinking that because I'm close, I'm going to open them and let them out. So they just keep on wanting to go out. So while we wait for the chickens to get used to that, I was thinking I should maybe cut this guy quickly. Let's get a clearer view here. Cut this one off. And much harder than I thought. Let's see if we can't break it off. Actually comes out. Okay, let me break it off and then I'll take it to the pigs. Very interesting, even though it's still fresh and fresh looking. It's already starting to get goo on the inside. So something's been eating it already. So even though the plant looks healthy, it's already in its decaying phase. Pigs look happy to see me. Let's see how they handle this. This thing is actually quite heavy. Let's see. They enjoyed. They ate all the elephant grass, the Napier grass. They consumed completely. There's a couple of leaves still left, like that. But basically all gone. So I think that's doing well. I think they are going to be eating and playing with this thing the whole day. And then eating it. Horse manure has been building up. We've been adding to the pigsties for the last 5 days about. See if I can't rake that up into a thing and make it wet and see if we can't compost that. Get the pigs around it to turn it every now and then. They definitely are enjoying this. They're eating as fast as they can. So sunflower stalks. It's a very good thing for the pigs. On this pumpkin we harvested quite a bit of these little green. There's one more looking. Green pumpkins. These things. And so the rest of the plant will now be given to the pigs. Seeds was filled. There's one more looking. And this was just planted in a zai pit between the marula, the sausage tree and the lemon tree. And so whenever the African smile or zai pit, African smile is probably the correct word, got filled up, it gave these pumpkins water. So this is a free harvest that we received this year. So while speaking to the people about the meat for imps, I spoke to an abattoir. I found an abattoir that can sell it to us cheaply, and they said to me that they can sell me cow manure. Then I came to a brickyard and I asked them about transport. So they can give me one of these things for $3,000 to transport it. It's 20 cubes, and then the 20 cubes at the farm cost another $4,000. I might be able to get it a little bit cheaper. I'm just going to take some pictures of this, send it to the cow yard, and ask them if they can't give it for me a little bit cheaper. So altogether $7,000 Namibian dollars. Now it's just an idea I'm playing with, definitely, but maybe using it as like Joel Salatin uses it. Put some corn in there, use it as a composting system where the pigs do the rotation. And so instead of having cows in a barn for the whole year, you have cows that grows on somebody else's land, bring the manure to your land. You turn that compost by way of corn and way of pigs, and you use that compost either to sell as an income source, or you use it to use on your own land. That's the idea. So much later in the day, they finally discovered the sunflower seeds and how to harvest them and eat them, and now they are fighting over them. So that's a very good thing. Took them long enough. It's a struggle for them to get them out, but I think they also enjoy the struggle a little bit too. So that one lost it, and then the other ones are fighting for it. I think it's a good thing for them to struggle to get it out, and then the reward is a little bit higher as well. Edward Swanson asked whether I provided the chickens with something to help them with digestion, some sort of gravel or something. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not sure whether this is the right thing to do, I'm going to give them some charcoal, and then they can choose to either eat it or not. I was thinking river sand. What it does, it goes into their gullets and they sort of mix it. You want some sort of small gravel. Like this is like sand next to the road. It might also have nice small pieces. Let me know if you think we should add some of this to the chickens as well. This is now the baby meat chicken, so I'm quickly going to put the charcoal in there, see if that will help, see if they want to pick at that and see if that changes. But I think I should maybe add some of the sand as well. When I came in here, I was actually surprised to see the chickens on top of that thing, but then I remember they are chickens, that's what they're supposed to do. I want to say thank you to Mikon and Dan for the coffees, I really do appreciate it. Then I want to make just a coffee announcement. I think when I receive coffees with do use this for this and this, it's like a promise I make that even if I don't reply or anything I like that, I see it as a promise I made that yes, I will use the coffees for that. However, I've been struggling to keep up with my promises and struggling to use the coffees for the things that they've been intended to. So I think for now, just for the next little bit, if you'd like to send me coffees, fantastic. I would definitely like to have some coffees, just things like keep your head above water kind of coffees. But I don't want to create the expectations that I can do exactly what the coffees are intended for. I want to keep all of those promises, made a list of all the promises that I made, or all the things that's expected from me with those coffees. I want to accomplish those things first before I can accept more coffees for specific reasons, if that makes sense. I just don't want people to have false expectations that I'm definitely going to use this for this at this moment. It's just been too hectic. I wonder now if this is a good thing. They shouldn't eat their full of this. I wonder if I'm not making a problem here now. Maybe I should mix it in with their food and then or maybe they're really just starved for this. Man, I hope I'm not arriving here tomorrow and there's 20 dead chickens. But they really seem to enjoy the charcoal. Don't think they would eat something that's bad for them. Okay, I'm gonna leave it so they can choose to eat it or not, and then see what that happens. This one wants to escape. And see whether, well, I'm 100% sure nothing's going to be left tomorrow. Not one single bit of charcoal. Very interesting indeed. And so yeah, thank you very much for everybody's support. I think that's going to be the end of my story. Thank you so much for watching my movies and having this journey with me. We are making progress one single step at a time. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day.